Welcome to Vibration Mastermind. I'm Mr. Ralph. Today, a 9-minute practical reset called the Room of Currency. A simple way to change the signals in one room so your subconscious starts accepting a new money identity faster. Your frequency decides your reality. Let's make your space speak abundance, not scarcity.
Picture your kitchen countertop right now. A stack of unpaid bills in one corner, a sticky jar of day-old coffee in another, coupons tacked to the fridge with a fade note that says, "Save more." Every time you walk through that room, your mind reads a headline. We don't have enough. We're careful. We're limited. Those visual headlines are tiny belief reinforcers that add up. What if a 5-minute reset could flip many of those headlines into evidence of capability and flow?
I once moved a single fruit bowl to the counter, and people asked if I'd hired a stylist. The fruit bowl didn't make money, but it changed the message the room was sending. Little changes signal big things.
Here's the core promise. Your environment constantly broadcasts to your subconscious. Change the broadcast, and your inner world updates more quickly. The framework I use has 3 parts: visibility, what you see first; posture anchors, how your body moves in the space; and friction points, what's easy or hard to use. Those 3 categories let you redesign a room without renovating it.
Section 1. A 2-minute diagnostic you can run in any room. Set a 180-second timer. Walk in and notice what hits your eyes first. What do you physically navigate around? Where do you pause or hesitate? Write the top 2 scarcity signals you see. Not everything, just the 2 that feel loudest. For many people, that's a cluttered surface and a stack of unopened mail. Name them quickly, then we move on.
If you're doing this with me, take those 2 notes now. I'll wait. Let's dive in. Section 2. 3 practical changes you can make today: low cost, symbolic, and identity aligned. First, visibility. Replace or remove the visual cues that shout scarcity. Swap the unpaid bill stack for a single visible action item, a clear envelope labeled "Bills Done," or a small ledger on the counter showing payments. Add one positive visual, a framed affirmation, an image of a goal, or a simple glass jar labeled "Opportunity" with 3 paper notes of recent wins. These small visuals redirect what your mind expects to see when it enters the room.
Second, posture anchors, changes that alter how you physically move. If you always shuffle past the desk hunched and distracted, create a place that invites upright attention. A standing tray for your keys, a clear surface to open mail while standing tall, or a small lamp that turns on when you approach. When your body moves differently, your nervous system records a different identity: decisive, available for opportunity. Make posture part of the message.
Third, friction points. Reduce easy wins. Increase gentle barriers for scarcity behaviors. If your old routine is to toss receipts into a drawer that never gets emptied, make a 2-step habit: a small visible tray for receipts, then a timed 3-minute weekly envelope ritual. Conversely, add friction to scarcity habits. Put coupons in a folder rather than plastered on the fridge. The goal is to make resourceful actions easier and scarcity-maintaining actions slightly harder.
A quick example. If you're building a business, place your most recent client email where you'll see it during your morning walkthrough. Visibility creates internal evidence. You'll start to believe you are already open for business.
Section 3. The 5-minute nightly sealing routine. This is the internal work that pairs with your environment, so changes stick. Sit or stand near the new cue you created. Hold a small object, a coin, a stone, a pen, and breathe for 3 rounds. Inhale for 4, hold for 2, exhale for 6. On the exhale, say one short phrase aloud that confirms the new identity. I accept opportunity. Or, I manage money confidently. Repeat it 3 times.
Place the object on the cue and leave the room knowing you've wired a new signal.
This is not theater. It's consistency. Nightly repetition while the mind consolidates during sleep helps the subconscious record the new association between the object and the belief.
Now, 3 rapid 24-hour experiments you can run tomorrow to gather evidence and measure small wins. 1. Remove one visual scarcity cue and replace it with a positive cue. Note how many times you notice it. 2. Add a posture anchor for a single task. Stand to open mail or to review your budget. Then record whether your decision felt clearer. 3. Add a tiny friction point to a scarcity habit and check how many times you avoided that habit compared to yesterday. Track results simply. Count the noticings, the decisions, the resistances. Celebrate any small win. If you noticed your new jar 3 times, that's data. If you chose the standing posture once instead of the slump, that's evidence. Little wins add up into a new identity.
Recap. Run the 3-minute room audit. Change 2 top scarcity triggers using visibility, posture anchors, and friction tweaks, and use the 5-minute nightly ceiling routine. Run the 3 24-hour experiments and write down 1 micro-evidence point each day. That combination, external signal plus internal repetition, accelerates belief change without drama or expensive renovations. Clarity over chaos. Control over chance.
Here's the accountability ask. Leave a review describing one environmental change you made and the result you observed. Be specific, what you changed, when you noticed it, and one small piece of evidence that something shifted. Your review becomes data for you and inspiration for others. Think with intention. Move with purpose. Thanks for spending these 9 minutes recalibrating the signals in your space. Start small, test quickly, and let the environment support the inner upgrade. Your frequency decides your reality. I'm Mr. Ralph. See you next episode.